Okay, so we're going to talk about Chapter 3 applications of differentiation, specifically 3.1, which talks about maxes and mins and all of that. Excuse me. Um, we're going to do number 47. It says find the absolute maximum and absolute minimum values of f on the given interval. Okay, well, first, understand what this means. Well, we have a function, we have a domain, right? We're looking at x's from -2 to 3, and we want to see what the absolute max and absolute min are, right? Inside this domain. That's important. Okay, so first thing we do is take the derivative. I think we should all be familiar with why we're doing this, but remember that the derivative is going to give us a slope, and we want to find where the derivative is 0 so that we can find the maxes and mins. So first, let's take the derivative. This is going to be 6x squared minus 6x minus 12, right? And to find the critical points, we want to see when the derivative is 0. So notice we can take 1/6 out. We can factor it, so it's going to get this expression right here. And notice again that we can factor this as x minus 2, x plus 1. That's going to be equal to 0, right? So we can see that the critical points are going to be x equals 2 and x equals -1. What does this mean? Well, at those points, the slope is going to be 0, which is important. Those are points that are probably going to be either a either a local max, local min, or an absolute max or absolute min. So what do? Well, when we're asked what the absolute max and min are, we just have to evaluate the original function. So we're going to evaluate f of x. We're going to evaluate f of x at those points. We're going to evaluate it at x equals 2, x equals -1, but also at x equals -2 and x equals 3, because those are also candidates for all this. So let's do that. We're going to have to evaluate at 2. We're going to have to evaluate at -1, at -2, and at 3. So we're just going to plug these in into the original function. I already calculated them, so I'm not going to go through what I did, but basically just plug in those numbers inside of x, and you should be getting these. Okay, so just looking at this, we're already basically done. You just have to see which one is the highest and which one is the lowest. Those are going to be your absolute max and min. In this oh my god, in this case, we can see that this one is going to be the minimum, this one's going to be the maximum. So the absolute max and the absolute min, we can write this in multiple ways. I'm going to write it as, well, the absolute max is going to be f of -1, which is equal to 8, and the absolute min is going to be f of 2, which is going to be -19. Notice that, this is our final answer, right? Notice that this is going to be just the point -1, 8, and this is going to be the point 2, -19. They're the same thing. Yeah, just keep that in mind. And we're done.